Hey, y'all, come on in. You're here on a great day.
The carnival is pulling out of town today with Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres on YouTube, why? Come on in the live chat. Meet the Whiff Pack. Cool group of friends hanging out from all over the world. They'd love to meet you, too.
They would. And for our mention today, since we are about to meet Harvest Sun, we wanted to make sure you knew about Harvest Moon from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Here are the scent notes. Oud, green tobacco, black currant, tobacco absolute, hay absolute, Peru balsam, smoke, Spanish moss, and white sage.
Y'all, Josue surprised us with this set a couple of years ago, and I have never been whisked away to a sales page the way I am with this one. A midnight, spooky carnival, smoke in the air, 2 kinds of tobacco, and something supernatural hanging over all of it. I love wearing it on warm summer nights, not so anyone else can smell it, but so that I can be whisked away to that magical place. And what is our soap today?
We have Harvest Sun. Let's meet it.
All right, y'all, from the sales page at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. For years, Harvest Moon has hung over the PAA universe like a secret. Have you tried it? A story that began way back in New Mexico, 1947. A small-town carnival folding into twilight. A calliope winding its unsteady tune into the desert air while something uninvited pressed down from the sky and brushed against our reality. Dust, smoke, ozone, sand, electricity, a charged stillness. The kind of night where you feel watched by something out there. That was the dark half of the story.
Harvest Sun is what happens when the sun finally rises and the carnival leaves town after a long, dark night and heads northeast. Now that we are far from the desert, the air is thicker, older. New England, where forgotten stone walls twist through the woods and barns lean into their own shadows for support. The fields here have seen centuries of hands working them and centuries more of silence.
They say there's a certain day each year when the sun does something peculiar. It does not warm so much as reveal. Farmers once swore that under its glare, tobacco barns seemed to breathe smoke without flame. Cedar groves shivered like Puritan choirs remembering a hymn they had not sung in 200 years. Wild thistles and sage and stubborn roses rose out of season as if coaxed by something beneath the soil. An old tent spike, maybe.
And sometimes, if you looked long enough, you could see the impressions in the earth. Boot heels pressed deep by long-gone farmers, old paths swallowed by moss and briars reclaimed. But no plow made these circles and strange geometrical patterns cut into the ground. Harvest Moon watched with a conspirator's smile. Harvest Sun does not smile at all. It exposes the high strangeness of the long, dark night before. From a time before.
The scent opens with sharp clarity. Eucalyptus cuts through the air like a scythe. It is brisk and bracing, almost medicinal at first, the kind of brightness that makes you straighten your back without knowing why. The citrus peels flicker in, bitter and alive, like a spark catching dry tinder. But this is no simple fresh fragrance. Beneath the brightness, patchouli waits, dark, loamy. It smells like soil turned over by hand, like something that's been sleeping and does not appreciate the disturbance. Amber begins to glow under it, steady and warm, not sweet, but persistent, as though the light itself has weight. And through it all moves smoke and wood, not a roaring fire, just the suggestion of old beams heating in the sun. Barns that remember every season they have survived. Something epic, something magical. Then comes that strange electricity in the air once more.
On the skin, Harvest Sun changes the way the daylight feels. The opening is vivid and almost startling. A cool flash of clarity sparkles. As it settles, the earth rises and the warmth deepens. Hours later, what remains is a haunted glow, amber and smoke clinging close, as if you walked through a field where something of magnitude once happened and the ground has not forgotten.
Harvest Moon was about mystery, about the charge in the air before you understood what you were witnessing. Harvest Sun is about the moment after, the moment when the light falls just right and you see the outlines of what has always been there. A mystery discovered. This is the other half of our long-running legend, a counterpart. This is Harvest Sun. Well, y'all, this one was so good, we immediately added an EDP to our collection. See the loyalty points on the sales page. Come along, y'all, for this most mysterious unboxing. Why mysterious, you ask? Well, it started out in Phoenix, went to LA, came up here to San Francisco, then Oakland, then back to San Francisco, then back to LA, then it really went on an adventure.
It just fell out of a cube as it passed by.
And we never have the restraint to order just one set from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, so this is how you know that they have sent us one for free to review. Thank you, Douglas Strand and Huxley. Let's see. Harvest Sun. All right, this is my favorite foam pepper for the aftershave.
What's the label?
And look at this.
Boy.
Y'all, work has been done. He's on a motorcycle, and y'all, this is Douglas Smythe in his iconic hat and adventurous outfit. But what's he doing? He's doing a science experiment here.
There's two suns. It's not just one.
It's like the two eyeballs on the Doppelganger Continuum series. And is there a fish? There's a fish. There's a fish
in his
whispering in his ear.
Again.
Y'all, there is something to that. I have traced it back in our collection, and I think the first appearance of the fish was somewhere around Christmas of 2023 because my cane label has got the fish on it along with the elf on the shelf. Zelda fans, last night was the blood moon. So this is a little apropos. We're shooting this today. Oh, is the confetto in there keeping it safe?
Yes, it is. Doing its job.
There it is. And let's see.
Good things are waiting.
It's beautiful. And here are our perfect friends ready to be the other bookend to one of our absolute favorites. Let's have a first impression.
Since you are such a fan of Harvest Moon and it blew your mind, I feel like you have to have our first whiff.
I am ready to have my mind blown again. All right, here we go. The shaken clam. Let's take a look at the pour just in case you want to see what it looks like. That's a good one. All right, here we go. The shaken
new
clam.
Location. It's a whole new thing.
No, I'm waiting to be whisked away to New England this time.
It needs a minute.
Y'all, the thing about Harvest Moon that sets my heart on fire is its mystery, is the fact that it is spooky. It smells like there is something watching you from over your shoulder. And I don't know how, but they've done it here. This is the fresh, clean morning version of it, to be absolutely sure. But look at my face. This is why I'm excited. The first thing that washed over me through the bright sunlight was a truly spooky, supernatural sense that I got from Harvest Moon in Harvest Sun. Y'all, this is like watching The Shining at 9 in the morning. Hold on a second. This is exceptional. Well, just the way it's constructed, the brights is a little bit spooky. It's a little bit like looking at a parody of a Mary Engelbreit calendar, but when you get up close, it's all made with skulls and crossbones. Hold on. Oh, this is accomplishing something that only the best EDPs accomplish, like Calvin Klein's Obsession for Men. You lose sight of any scent notes because the blend is so palpable and new. But y'all, if I were to really dive into this, I don't think there is any citrus that meets you at the door. Quite a divergence from most of the soaps we've been doing this year. I think it's being done a bit with some kind of tobacco. Of course, my nose is still a bit stuck under the Harvest Moon, but it's not the smoky version. It's more the leaf version. It's something grassy and natural, but it still has the edge of a freshly lit cigarette in 1986. And I'm not sure why it has to be 1986 or a Camel filtered cigarette, but it does. See, just when your brain starts to find something familiar, it shifts. It's not citrus. It's a tobacco-y herb. It's not a berry. It's a darker currant kind of a thing in the center, much like Harvest Moon. And y'all, just to put it in perspective, I think at most this is half Harvest Moon and half its own stuff, maybe a third Harvest Moon. I don't think you would even recognize this as a flanker, but y'all, deep in its core, we know what's watching us. It doesn't lose the sense of smoke, but it's being built by things that are morning-ish and beautiful and grassy and herby, but the way they're coming together and where they are devoid of their sweets is painting such a beautiful picture that borders on smoke, but it's not. It's a midnight cemetery painted with pastel colors. This is a wild, dichotomous scent. And you know what's crazy? I think the patchouli is, in a way, standing in for what my brain is perceiving as florals. It's bright. It's bracing. It's natural. I don't get the sense that it's like soil that's been turned over by hand. But again, we just shot Black Cathedral from Soapalooza. That is soil. Or the Dirt trilogy, Terra Preta from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. That's dirt. That's soil. This isn't. I'm not getting that. No, this patchouli is almost mouth-watering. It's almost the patchouli from the early gourmandy accords, but the way that's meeting with whatever that curranty, berryish, subtle sense in the middle of this is magical. It's almost like you don't descend through the top notes. You start at the bottom, and it rockets you up. There's some beautiful cottony musks on top, and then something sagey, something herby underneath, so that when you do hit rock bottom, there is still something clean and light there. With Harvest Moon, you fall into that well and you're stuck. With this, there's a rope ladder. And much like meeting Professor Moriarty in real life, there is something dapper, dignified, clean, put together. But once your nose dives down under the surface, you do find that spooky, dangerous heart of the currant and two kinds of tobacco in this that I do get in my favorite, I think, another EDP. Yeah, there's something my brain wants to be a grapefruit, but it's not. It's a grass. There is something my brain wants to be smoke, but it's not. It's a patchouli kind of a thing. Y'all, what a beautifully constructed afternoon at a carnival that was on a freeway an hour ago and is way more rickety than it should be to be putting children on it. That's what this starts with. All right, take it in, see what you get. Douglas and Fran, I love this thing.
Let me see.
Different noses, y'all. I'm excited to see what you find in this.
I think I'm hit more with like this ambery spice, not quite smoky, but like an amber incensey, maybe approaching tobacco vibe first.
There you go.
Let me keep whiffing. Like somehow watching everything in a sepia tone. You know when you get those sunglasses and they kind of add an orange hue to everything?
Right.
Somehow that's where that's visually taking me.
The Wizard of Oz. The beginning is not black and white. It's in sepia tone. Yo, my friend Val grew up with a black and white television. She was married watching The Wizard of Oz when Dorothy opened the door and it turned color. She had no idea. She was like, wait, what? But I love that you said that because I don't think this carnival is happening now. I think it's also happening around 1938 when The Wizard of Oz was being filmed.
Okay, then if I go into that sweeter amber side, at the beginning, right before the amber hits, there is a gentle citrusy something, but it's almost like a orange blossom or something. It's not the actual fruit. It's like the florals mixed in somehow. Like it's just the more, I don't want to say candied, but it's the natural sweeter side of the citrusy floral something.
Right.
And then that jumps into the deep spicy amber kind of thing. Once I go past that, I am getting a smoky kind of thing, but it's not today's. It is literally from 50 years ago, and you can tell that the barn burned down, but there's that leftover charred wood in the sunshine kind of vibe.
Right.
Like it's not currently smoking.
Right.
Which to me is the closest out of my whiff so far that I've gotten anything near Harvest Moon.
Yes.
Something at Harvest Moon, the smoky sides for me almost approach like a leathery kind of feel. It's that smoky kind of vibe. That's where it stays more like grayscale, more dark, like it is nighttime. This is sunshine, but you're not seeing all the sun. It's either overcasty or it's that sepia hue over it. It's that little kind of creepy off-kilter vibe, like you feel like you're back in time, but you're also currently in time somehow.
Sun trying real hard to cut through dense fog.
I don't know how something can be so beautiful, yet so grungy.
That's it! You said it!
Like, I'm living in between those. I'm bouncing up and down. I'm like, oh, there's that sweet florally. Oh, wait, hold on. Now we're back in the dirt. Oh, wait, nope, now we got a little smoke. Oh, hold on. Then there's the sun just came through the window. I don't know. It's a trip.
You know what I just got? This is a carnival ride.
There you go.
I don't think I've ever smelled a soap with as much movement. And my brain's like, this is like a Ferris wheel. And then went, ding, carnival.
Like when a set has this much movement, I really look forward to the splash or the EDP, like how the dry down and how the day is gonna make this have a whole different vibe depending on what you're actually doing or what time of the dry down you're in. Like this is that transportive kind of take you to somewhere you've never been, but you want to be, but you don't know if you should go to kind of thing.
Nieces, we grew up in Rodeo, California, and across the street from my daycare, the Bonner's Playtime Day Nursery, was St. Patrick's School. And they used to have an annual carnival fundraiser that would literally pull off the highway, set up all the stuff, have the carnival, and y'all, it was just our Disneyland if it was given a little bit of a filter of danger and tobacco and really rickety rides where you'd walk around and just find random bolts and the guy would be like, we've been looking for that. And the prizes that they gave away were wild. I mean, like goldfish in plastic bags. But like, here, go home with your goldfish in a plastic bag?
That was my favorite thing. Like, am I supposed to take that on the ride with me? Like, now, what do I do with this?
Right? And then like mock-ups of switchblades and cap guns, except they were like combs and cigarette lighters. Yeah, it was wild.
I'm so curious to lather this up because the amount of a ride that I go back and forth to the like 3 different sides of this scent are thoroughly intriguing.
Well, we haven't even glimpsed at the set notes yet. Y'all come along with us. We've got some ride tickets burning a hole in our pockets, and we want to see these set notes and build your lab. Welcome to the Marcus is Wrong segment. I said I wasn't getting florals. There's florals. I said I wasn't getting citrus. There's citrus. But I think this speaks to the width and breadth of how citruses can be done in the perfuming world, how rose can be done in the perfuming world. You wouldn't generally think rose was a big part of Barbasol, but it is. So y'all, back to the sales page now that I'm trying to rationalize everything I said for the last 20 minutes from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. We start with top notes of...
Sage.
I did say
You
that!
did.
I'm putting my flag in that! And then...
Eucalyptus, orange peel, and bright citrus. That is that bright, welcoming thing that I was getting, but I don't know where the sweetness was happening. It must be under the bright citrus. I oddly didn't get the eucalyptus as much as I thought I was going to after you read that earlier. It's clean, though. There is still a clean side that I get from that.
But I think the reason they're put together here is that the citruses are coming up against the eucalyptus to kind of make an accord. They're chilling the citrus. They're making it a little less muddled, a little less tart.
But that's more the sepia hit that I get that brings me into the whiff. Like, it's the sweet side of it.
It's almost the grapefruit from Phoenix Lights.
Yes,
Does that
but
make
done
sense?
inside out and backwards.
Right. And then the heart notes. It's funny, patchouli is a heart note, not a base note. How are you getting the patchouli?
See, you mentioned that one earlier, and I was just getting like a freshness in the air.
Right.
I'm
I mean,
wondering
who
if
would've
that's
thought?
part of it.
Right, yeah.
Because it's next to that amber kind of a thing for me. It doesn't quite go green. It does add the clean side. But then, I'm so glad it said rose, because before we even started, when you were getting your first whiff, I was trying to close my nose, and I swore I got a crisp, clean white rose. And then when I had it under my nose, it was gone. So it's definitely in there, y'all, but it's not going to hit you over the face if you're not friends with rose. It's kind of disguised in a cool way.
And it's the really almost peony-ish grandma rose from her house in Stockton, California. It's subtly sweet, almost like powdered sugar. But now that I see rose, that's what's at the heart of it.
To me, it's the rose that's in Atomic Rose.
Yes!
That white, crisp, like
From
real,
Vanillate.
like it could be
Absolutely.
in my hand
Right.
rose.
And then this is, I think, where I was getting that sense of black currant from Harvest Moon. Moss and thistle, the national flower of Scotland. Those combining with amber here in the middle notes, I think is what's given me that beautiful, dry, almost tobacco leaf fruity sense before we get into the actual tobacco in the base notes.
Yeah, because I can find the amber, but I know there's spices and stuff with it. Knowing that it's more the moss and thistle side, I do get an outdoor place I haven't been before. Like kind of you mentioned earlier, Wizard of Oz, like I do kind of see that color of a farm that you know has been in the family for years and years and years. You have no idea how old that stuff is there, but that age has a scent. And somehow that's with the thistle moss amber fun.
And thistle is inspired because generally these carnivals would pull into a big old vacant lot, not concrete, but like weeds and dirt and thistles and things like that. And when they'd leave, it was weird because that's all that would be left. Moonlight, thistles, and maybe a cigarette butt.
And where Harvest Moon uses hay as that defining kind of a dried, grassy vibe,
right.
That's where they kind of get close, but they're not the same. You are in a new location. So I think this is more the New England version of that, using the thistle.
And then these gorgeous bass notes that I think are where the similarities are really palpable in these two. Cedarwood, clean, effervescent, just to bring you in.
Yep.
But then a very, very particular type of smoke and tobacco that I have not smelled in anything else in our 800 soaps in our cabinet. I know.
I get the tobacco and the smoke and the cedar wood together. Like the cedar wood almost makes it cleaner than it is in here.
Right.
This is much darker tobacco and smokes, almost like a earthy scent. Here, the cedar wood cleans it up, but I still get almost like a smoke approaching soil kind of vibe, that deeper color.
Right. And this is something you will only find on the Barbershop Duet and all of the other channels that also have Harvest Moon and Harvest Sun. This is our daytime, nighttime, coast-to-coast comparison with On 3, 1, 2. I want to be buried with this thing. All right, and here we go. Okay, I'm going to amend a former statement. They're only about 20-25% the same, but where they are the same, they're identical. That beautiful, smoky, deep, tobacco-y, mysterious currant core. And then this one branches off into a daylight Atlantic Ocean afternoon, and that one descends further into a dark, mysterious night. How are you getting them?
This one now, I'm smelling it after this. This is like ice cold, like super cold cement, like there is no sun left at all. And it makes this one seem much warmer, much prettier. I don't know if I would say 25%. I would almost say only like 10%, maybe 10, 15 max, that they're similar. If I were to smell this on its own, I don't think Harvest Moon would pop up right away as one in the lineup to like explain it to somebody.
Right.
But I like that this could have inspired that.
Ah, right.
You still don't feel safe in Harvest Sun necessarily. There's parts of it that are like camouflage to make you think you might be, but you still have that like, I don't know, there could be something here
100%.
kind of feel.
All right, y'all. This is our intergalactic, indestructible, shatterproof travel scuttle from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. You can fill it with hot water for a warm shave or put it in the freezer and freeze the water that's in there for an ice cold one if you want to use Harvest Moon in the summer. But today, we're just going to use it without water on the inside. We are going to put some water into the bowl, though, to go along with this soap. Now, we are going to spread this soap out to make a thin layer here on the side of the bowl, because at first, we just want to transfer it up onto the bristles of our brush. And what brush am I using today? Well, this is the Snickle Synth Knot on the Moonstriker brush from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. It is currently making a giant splash in the wet shaving world, and you can buy it on its own if you want to put it in a non-conformist handle.
I just got a whiff of like Little House on the Prairie. If we were listening to that and smelling this or watching it, I feel like this would be a nice transportive little one.
That show is 40 minutes of sad and 5 minutes of fixing it. Oh my God, I've never cried harder. Remember when the whole wheat field got rained out? And they like harvested the seeds by hand because they didn't know what else to do?
I know we all like to complain with times today, but I just want to say we're not at least in those times.
Right? For some reason, CSI is way less tragic than Little House on the Prairie. And this is something you will only find here in the Barbershop Duet. This is the Get Your Tickets for the Line Ride with On 3, 1, 2. Oh.
Yeah?
Oh, I don't even want to give this up yet. Hold on. Oh, yeah, this is nice. But you know what's funny? This is a little too potent.
Yeah.
This is a little too strong, I think, for what he intended. Because once you add water, the way this spreads out.
There's like a fresh air quality. Like,
like
that movement level kind of spread out and turned up somehow.
It's like sagey. It's giving me the sense of solstice, if you know.
But then that flips right away and goes a little more warmer and charming with the floral stuff. It helps the amber side not be as sweet.
Right.
See, you do your shaving at night.
Yes.
Is this still a scent that you'd reach for at nighttime?
Oh, absolutely. It's got enough spookiness in there
I'm with you.
that you really don't even worry about where the sun is in the sky. All right, a little of this on there. See what happens.
You're reminding me I have to use my Moonstriker shoe. It's been too long.
Well, Nando's coming over tonight. What movie are we going to watch? We wear this because we are wearing this. Children of the Corn.
There you go.
It's daytime, right? Not the new one. I haven't seen the new one. Just the old one with that weird kid who was actually like 34.
Is there a scarier version of Wizard of Oz?
Star Wars. Luke is Dorothy. Han Solo's the lion. Princess Leia's Dorothy. Well, y'all come along with us because that splash has been beckoning to me since the beginning. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ha! There it is. You gotta love that sound. All right, a little something here.
All right, lady girl.
And a little something.
She's about to get a bath, so you can
there.
spill this on
That's
her.
right. We can
That's
put whatever
fine.
we want on her. Oh.
I forgot about the eucalyptus. Hold on.
And there it is. Beautiful bracing. Almost mentholish in the middle.
Yeah, our walk that we do every day, we walk by eucalyptus trees, so I think my brain didn't even, notice it was there because it's such a normal scent for us.
Yo, this is phenomenal. Beautiful, clean, optimistic morning. But there is that core where it doesn't let you forget that you are walking through a cemetery and you are hearing weird things behind you. So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be a carny in New Mexico, tearing down the Ferris wheel. And, well, you're going to turn to Mr. Smythe, owner and proprietor of this particular carnival, and say, well, sir, where are we headed next? Maybe an adjacent city, maybe a nearby state? And he's going to say, nay, nay. Our business lies far away in the northeast corner of the country. We're off to New England to get our own. So head over to their website at phoenixartisanaccoutrements.com. Or even better, do it by way of the link in the description. It's an affiliate link, which lets them know that we sent you, and it gives us back a small percentage of the sale, which we'll probably spend on soap so we can make more episodes. It's at no cost to you, and we would be grateful. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with Harvest Sun. Exactly what you want a flanker to one of your favorites to be. That recognizable fingerprint of the core of the original in the middle, but then branching off into new directions that work equally as well as your old favorite, and in one of the most trusty, reliable bases in the wet shaving world. And if you have a Henson razor, y'all, this is exactly the right consistency of that lather to not clog it and give you an absolutely miraculous shave. I should know, I just had one. Thank you, Douglas and Fran. We will be back. Hey, welcome to Messages.
So for our March giveaway, we wanted to give you a chance to get a $20 gift card to 345 Soap.
Yeah, y'all, and all you have to do to be eligible for this giveaway is send us an email here to WeSentYou at thebarbershopduet.com so that we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways, and then check back here on our first April episode to see if you are our lucky winner.
Best of luck.
Do you have a favorite of the two?
If I had to pick today, I think I'd pick Harvest Sun.
Oh.
That's more this season to me. It's sunshiny outside, but when I have more of an evening vibe, I think I'd go for that. Really the time of day might make me decide on these.
I love it, but it has not dethroned the champ for me. But y'all, it is probably on my top 15 of all the PAA lineup.
I'm actually more excited for summer to hit because there's something about this that screams more like spring into summer for me.
Douglas, Fran, and Huxley, thank you so much, not only for inspiring our show at the very beginning, but for sending these absolute treasures out for free for us to review. We certainly appreciate it, and we're so excited to see where PAA is going to take us in 2026.
Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.